Debate for another day. Let's quickly move on what's happening in Punjab. The power play in the state of Punjab has intensified because Punjab is just 6 months away from elections, viewers. Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal, during his day-long visit in the state, announced free 24-hour electricity for the state. Following his freebies, opposition party took Aam Aadmi Party, sparking a big political slugfest.
आम आदमी पार्टी का पंजाब का सीएम फेस सिख समाज से होगा.
The fight for Punjab has shifted into top gear. Ahead of the assembly elections next year, political fireworks have already started. Aam Aadmi Party convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is the first to sound the poll bugle, announcing 3 big power freebies for the people of Punjab. If elected to power, Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party has promised free electricity for all up to 300 units. Not only that, Aam Aadmi Party has vowed to waive off all inflated domestic bills. Most importantly, a promise to provide 24 hours electricity in the state. The Aam Aadmi Party is playing the same gamble in Punjab that paid heavy dividends in the national capital.
हर परिवार को 300 यूनिट तक बिजली मुफ्त देगी. डोमेस्टिक के जितने पुराने बिल हैं सारे माफ किए जाएंगे. बिजली आएगी, 24 घंटे बिजली आएगी, बिल नहीं आएगा.
Kejriwal, who is positioning his party as the main challenge to Captain Amrinder Singh, speaking in Chandigarh, accused the captain of nexus with the power companies.
बिजली कंपनियों में और पंजाब के सरकारी सत्ता में गंदी साठगांठ है और इस साठगांठ की गंदी साठगांठ की वजह से पंजाब के अंदर बिजली महंगी है.
A fuming Congress has hit back, saying Punjab does not need Delhi model of misgovernance.
वो इस करके आए हैं कि उन्होंने पता लग गया सी पंजाब च काम होने जा रहा है. ये एक कोशिश की है उन्होंने पंजाब के लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाने दी. वो 5 साल पहला भी फेल हो गए सी, हुण भी फेल होंगे.
Kejriwal's offer of freebies has also not gone down well with the Shiromani Akali Dal and the Bharatiya Janata Party.
केजरीवाल जी का ये टोटल जो ऑफर है ये इम्प्रैक्टिकल है, झूठ है. दिल्ली में ये 200 यूनिट तक 3 रुपए चार्ज करते हैं, 200 से 400 तक 4.5 करते हैं.
वो दिल्ली के लोगों को गुमराह करने में कामयाब हो गए थे 200 यूनिट बिजली फ्री देने के बाद, लेकिन एक मूलभूत सुविधाओं को लोगों को खत्म करके एक हाथ से जनता से पैसा लेता है, दूसरा से देने का काम करता है.
The power play in Punjab has begun. With the Akali Dal and BJP divided over the farmers' protest, Arvind Kejriwal sees a real chance in the state of Punjab. So far, Aam Aadmi Party's Achilles heel in Punjab is the absence of a credible Chief Minister's face. With Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's move on. The drone terror continues in Jammu. In the latest incident, another drone spotted at Ratno Chowk and Kunjwani military bases. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, whom Minister Amit Shah, in a meeting with Prime Minister Modi over the Jammu terror threat, apprised him of it. Meanwhile, India has dragged Pakistan to the UN to bring global shame on Imran Khan.
Five drones in 3 days. Drone terror threat hovers on military establishments in Jammu. After drones laden with IED attacked the Jammu airbase on Sunday, and 2 drones were spotted at the Kaluchak army base on Monday, another drone has been spotted near Ratnuchak and Kunjwani military air bases in the wee hours of Tuesday, triggering alarm bells among security circles. The unmanned flying object was spotted first at 1:08 a.m. at Ratnuchak base. It then appeared at 3:09 a.m. at Kunjwani base for the second time. A little over an hour later, the drone was again spotted at 4:19 a.m. again near the Kunjwani base.
Security agencies so far are tight-lipped about the incident that took place in the VRs today, but what we are learning is that drone has been spotted at 3 places, at 3 defense installations.
Even as our forces maintain a tight vigil of the skies, the investigation is underway into the Sunday drone strike. Terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba is believed to be responsible for the twin blasts, which reportedly was carried out using 2 drones, which dropped explosives and were then pulled back by handlers. The NIA has now taken over this crucial investigation.
Investigations have been intensified into the twin blasts that occurred inside the Air Force Station in Jammu. Now the Union Home Ministry has asked the NIA to take over the probe. NIA has been handed over the probe of this entire incident. The scope of the investigation is being expanded, and now the security agencies are trying to get to the bottom of this entire conspiracy.
Diplomatically, India is now upping the ante, raising the drone terror at the UN and seeking global attention to Pakistan's terror tactics.
Terrorism and cross-border terror attacks have taken a serious, ugly and deadly turn. India has escalated the matter to the United Nations, dragging Pakistan to the world body and exposing Pakistan's cross-border terrorism activities, wherein weaponized drones are now being used to attack India, and the nefarious activities by the Pakistani state against India continues.
The government is keeping a hawk eye on all the developments in Jammu. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has been briefed by the forces, after which he has also apprised the Prime Minister over the drone threat. Home Minister Amit Shah and NSA Doval also attended the crucial meet at Prime Minister's residence. India's forces and the government are taking no chances. The series of drone sightings has the security establishment on the highest level of alert now in the valley. With Sunil G. Bhatt, Kamaljit Sandhu and Geeta Mohan, Bureau Report, India Today.
Meanwhile, a team of the National Human Rights Commission has been attacked in Bengal's Jadavpur. The NHRC team, which is investigating the post-poll violence in Bengal, has been allegedly attacked by miscreants. BJP MLA and Bengal leader of opposition Suvendu Adhikari lashed out at the TMC government, saying that the incident shows how grave the situation is in the state under Mamata Banerjee. Remember, the Calcutta High Court had instructed the NHRC team to visit the area affected by alleged violence after the second May verdict.
बंगाल का हालत कितना गंभीर है ये NHRC टीम का भी मालूम हो गया। मैं तो ट्वीट करके इसको कंडेम किया। हालत बहुत खराब है। NHRC तो खुद नहीं आया, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट नहीं भेजा, हाई कोर्ट का डायरेक्शन में आया है। वो हाई कोर्ट में बोलना चाहिए, लेकिन हालत इतना खराब है, इधर किसी को भी छूट नहीं है।
और बंगाल को जनता अगर मरना है, बेइज्जत करना है, तो नेशनल ह्यूमन कमीशन भी को नहीं करता है। वो करना है तो अमित शाह, नरेंद्र मोदी को 2 थप्पड़ दे देते हैं, 213 करके रिजल्ट कर देते हैं। ये है बंगाल का कैरेक्टर। मारते हैं तो असली के मरते हैं। ये सब झूठा इल्जाम है। ये सब इल्जाम है कि बंगाल को पीछे लगो और देवांजन जैसा काम चल रहे हैं। मेरा ख्याल से अगर 5 साल के लिए बड़ा करके कमीशन होगा जांच से तो निकल जाएगा। ही वॉज इम्प्लांटेड बाय बीजेपी। ऐसा 100-200 देवांजन घुसाकर बंगाल में पूरा विष फैलाने का वो प्लान किया था।
All right, news break coming in. More trouble for Twitter now. FIR has been filed against Twitter India Managing Director Manish Maheshwari in Madhya Pradesh. Twitter India head has been booked over distorted map of India. Remember, Twitter displayed India's map showing Jammu and Kashmir as a separate country, while Ladakh is part of China-occupied Tibet. All right, viewers, that's the latest report that is coming in right now. Twitter India's MD, there's an FIR slapped against him. All of this in the light of Twitter India displaying the map of India with Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh being shown not part of Indian territory. All right, let's quickly now shift focus to Hyderabad. In a horrible incident, one person has been killed after a speeding Audi rams into an auto in Hyderabad. The accused, who was drunk, and his father have since been arrested.
A luxury Audi, easily speeding at 200 and above, seen whizzing through Hyderabad streets in the dead of night. And in a flash, the speeding Audi rams into an auto rickshaw in a full speed. The auto, from sheer impact, goes spinning out of control. The Audi doesn't even slow down as the auto crashes to the side. The passenger seated in the auto stands no chance. He is thrown out of the auto almost immediately after the Audi hits the vehicle. The passenger tragically lost his life. This is the price of a VVIP drunk brat going on a joyride. He was overspeeding, driving recklessly, as you can see here in the chilling footage of the hit and run. And what followed is a script you see in the movies. The drunk accused's father approached the cops with a scapegoat driver and claimed he met with an accident. It's only when the cops saw this footage that they knew that the accused's father was lying. He, along with his killer's son, have been arrested.
They hit this auto from behind, and you can see that the condition of this auto, and it reveals the speed as well as intensity of the accident. Now police have not only arrested Sujit Reddy, his friend Ashish, his father was also arrested. Raghunandan Reddy, one educationist, prominent educationist of Hyderabad, he has been arrested because he tried to mislead and misguide the police by producing a driver claiming that the driver was driving the car at the time of accident.
वो इंट्रागेशन में वो लोग एडमिट करे प्रभाकर नहीं चलाया, मेरा बेटा सुजीत ने चलाया, उनको बचाने के लिए मैं ये दूसरा ड्राइवर को लेके आया करके.
The accused have been booked now for culpable homicide, but this is the second such incident in a matter of 1 week in Hyderabad. Just last week, a speeding Mercedes with 2 VVIP brats went on a rampage, killing an elderly pedestrian and injuring several others who came on its path. This luxury car was involved in that numbing hit and run in Hyderabad, the second such incident to rock the city. The police have been quick to act in both cases. These VVIP violators have been booked. With Ashish Pandey in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. You're watching our Fact Check segment where we bust certain claims masquerading to be facts on social media platforms and WhatsApp group. There's a claim floating about suggesting that Mamta has withdrawn her High Court petition challenging Nandigram results. The fact check on that, Mamta has not withdrawn her plea. With that Fact Check segment, time for us to go into a quick break, but to stay with me on the other side is To The Point.